Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Still going with the all viewer request month. Still got another 6 or 7 left to go. This is the Abita Jockamo IPA, brewed and bottled by Abita Brewing Company, Abita Springs, Louisiana. 6.5% ABV. Kind of a long story on the back, but one thing I like about Abita is their caps. This beer was requested by 𝗪𝗛𝗻11. I don't know if he's from Louisiana, but I've reviewed a couple Abita beers, and I find them to be very average. I like IPAs though, so we'll see what they can do with an IPA. So let's just get right into this. That's a pretty typical looking IPA, a little darker than usual. It's like more of a dark copper than a straight up orange. I haven't used this tumbler in a long time, so I'm trying to break it out. About a finger of yellowish, soap sudsy head. Smells pretty good. Smells more like an East Coast IPA, getting plenty of pine in here. Yeah, it's like a lighter pine, kind of a lighter flowers in there too. If I really take a good whiff, I get like a tropical fruit like pith or rind to it. So far we're off to a good start. Let's see if it tastes good. Yeah. Like I said with the nose, East Coast. Definitely tastes East Coast. It's more of the pinier kind of hops. Reminding me of like Southern Tier's regular IPA, or maybe like a Victory or something like that. It's more like the confectionery type sweetness than the candy, flowery type sweetness you get from the West Coast. More of a stickier, denser sweetness up front, like a burnt sugar or burnt caramel. Then finishing with the piney kind of resin. Tad bit of coffee bitterness in the aftertaste there for a second. This seems a little thicker than your average IPA, your average single IPA that is. It's 6.5, that's definitely a single. It's not anything double or imperial. It's not as thin or crisp as maybe the Dogfish Head 60 minute. But this is it's playing by the rules, or following form. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, so far so good. They got a pretty good beer going here. Yeah, flavor's pretty consistent throughout. It's just kind of the same notes over and over again. Kind of like that. Actually, it's more like a brown sugar, maybe like a burned, or caramelized brown sugar up front. Pine needle is a little slightly sappy across the middle there. Hops don't linger here though. Not really at all. It finishes quite clean. There's a good amount of bitterness while it's in the mouth. I think this would, it'd be a pretty good beer to have with a meal. And the lack of the, since it's not drying me out, makes it, quite sessionable too. Mouthfeel's medium, medium all the way. It's not quite crisp, because it's a little bit thicker than your average single IPA, but it's not as super highly carbonated. And it's like I said, it's more cleaner kind of tasting, despite the pininess to it. No real residual hop aftertaste here. Very easy to drink too. No, I'm not getting any carbonation stuck in the throat or anything. Get a tad little bit of a iced tea kind of taste in there. But I've had other IPAs that have way more of a tea kind of taste to them. But this is good. This is I think it's a good starter IPA. I think it's a good very drinker friendly IPA. Beer drinkers like me can drink this and be satisfied with it, and you could give this to a newbie and they could probably handle it no problem. So I don't really think they're shooting for the moon here. It's just regular old single IPA and it's good. I like it. So I'm going to give a 7 out of 10 to the Abita Jockamo IPA. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Thanks to 𝗪𝗛𝗻11 who requested, well, he said anything by Abita. He didn't really say this beer particularly, but I figured I haven't done an IPA in a while, so let's go for the IPA. Alright, so thanks for watching this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I'll see you next time.